John Kvale, and this is our July Capital Market Review. It is a Saturday, the first day of August. I'm very casual, hence not going to show you a big mugshot. I'm going to keep the camera up in the upper right-hand corner. And here we go. So here is the post. You're going to get a kick out of this, or maybe you won't get a kick out of this. I did the whole post, and then it wouldn't save. And so I had to do it over completely again. Grr, the technology. All right, probably more than you wanted to know. But I wanted to review a couple of the items that we did post on in the month. I did one of my most careful posts on credit cards. I had probably a half a dozen requests on this, on John, what kind of credit card should I use? So I did do a post on it. And when I say careful, by the way, for those of you newbies that are listening, keep your hands on the wheel. We do this in a capital market, in a podcast form, and I always say keep your hands on the wheel if you're listening. But for those of you that are listening, I just scrolled down to the first part of this review, and it is a review of a credit card article that I did. Now, back to where we started. Be careful. Credit cards can get out of control, even in the best of uses. So I walked lightly on that post, but basically the most important thing is if you're going to use, if you want to maximize your credit cards, you pick one that's the best for you, and then just use that card. Just maximize that card. Don't overspend. And if you've had credit card problems in the past, don't do it. Don't do it. Stick to a debit card, which I mentioned in the post. Those of you that are listening, I have a link to the post. So just be real careful. I wrote that article with some trepidation, but I had a lot of good feedback as well. So, and I'll probably link to that in the future when I get that question. Also in the month is I found a really fantastic article on Bloomberg, and they were tracking all of the drugs, and there's multiple drugs that are in phase 3 now, which is the last phase before they go to mass production. So fingers crossed. That's a market moving article, market moving thing. We're hearing more and more vaccines, and let's go down. Those of you that are listening, I'm rolling down to actually the market portion of this. I didn't talk about this much, but this is the market portion of reviewing. I mentioned in April that we basically said that it's likely, hopefully, that smart investors will look through the valley of this great drop, and there was some GDP print that was gross domestic product print that was very negative. I stand on a positive island, but we don't stick our head in the sand as well. Well, market participants did look through this. Those of you that are, again, listening, I'm going to scroll down to a small graph that's in the post. We had a 30 to 40% drop, 50% depending on what index, and now we've come dramatically back. We think we may be a little, just as we were positive then, we're not negative now, but we think we may be a little overzealous. So we expect some bumps. We do have a presidential election coming. We'd have plenty of negative narratives that could take over. So it's not a time to keep our guard down. It's not a time to just say all's clear. We're very happy that people have taken a positive stance, but maybe a little too negative, maybe a little too positive. We hope we're wrong on that, but we're going to give you our best shot at what we think is happening. So August is typically a pretty quiet month. That may be different just because of everything that's going on. We could be subject to very positive or negative news. But on the margin, there's a lot of Wall Street that takes off in August, and we hope that maybe it'll be a quiet August as we kind of get into the fall months. But that's it for our July review. I thank you for your time, and we appreciate everybody's goodwill and all your wonderful comments on our posts. We've really, really enjoyed doing these, and I work very hard. They're all original. I work very hard. I'm a numbers guy, so I have some typos at times, but we thank you for your time. We thank you for your attention, and we'll talk to you again throughout the month and at the end of the month. Have a great day.